Ridgeline High School Sports, a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Castelite, Napa Auto Parts, Planet Fitness, DD Auto Salvage, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson Company, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, The Cater Shop, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Ridgeline Riverhawks on 104.5 The Ranch.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more.
go to commercial. We'll come back.
All right.
Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome to Ridgeline High School, everyone. I'm Dave Simmons, joined, as always, by the Patriot Nick Zollinger, and we are live here at Ridgeline High School for Friday night basketball. Ridgeline getting set to take on the Skyview Bobcats, which should be a lot of fun. It's always a fun time when these two teams meet. In fact, pretty much every team in the region's a good time. As I don't know that there's an official rivalry anymore because everybody plays each other so much. It feels like they're all rivalries.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bit of a rivalry between Bear River and Ridgeline from here on out. I don't think it matters what sport it is.
People keep receipts?
There were some receipts kept on Wednesday, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, Ridgeline leads the region at 6-1. Skyview currently tied with Green Canyon in the cellar at 2-5. Obviously looking to make some noise here over the next few games. But we're getting to the bottom of this thing, folks, at the end of it, I should say, as Ridgeline today, after taking on Skyview, finishes just two more next week, one at Mountain Crest and then one at Logan. So they're all important, Nick, but this one, you need to get this one. You're at home, you're playing a team that you really should be able to handle and extend you a little bit, although Logan's right behind them. Logan currently is just only one game behind this Ridgeline team.
If both teams, Logan and Ridgeline, win out from here on out, that game next Friday night at Logan will determine the region champion. Not necessarily Ridgeline going into that game will be guaranteed at least a share.
If they both win until that night.
Yes, if they win tonight and they beat Mountain Crest on Wednesday at Mountain Crest, which will be a tough game, Ridgeline's assured themselves at least a share of the region title. If they beat Logan, they'll have it outright. If Logan wins that game, they'll earn a share of the Region 11 boys basketball title.
I don't know that Green Canyon can beat Logan, but there's something added in that. With Coach Logan Brown coming back to Logan High School, you know he's going to have those Wolves ready to play.
Well, and it always seems like the underdog wins that game. Last year, Logan probably the underdog against Green Canyon. I think went in, gave them, mixed it up with them. I can't remember if they ended up winning a game at Logan, but I always feel like the underdog has a little bit of an edge whenever those two teams match up.
It's a hard place to play.
Did you say that's going on tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
And then Mount Crest has got Bear River, so that's going to be a bruiser.
Yep, and so then next Wednesday, Logan is at Bear River, which won't be an easy game for Logan. All right, let me ask you this one.
Go ahead.
Does Logan win out until they get to the Ridgeline game? Again, they got to play Logan, or they play Green Canyon at Logan, and then they got to go play at Bear River. Do they win both those two games?
I say yes.
Okay.
Yep. I think both those Ridgeline and Logan both win out and are in that game to decide the region championship.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Friday.
If you can get to next Friday night with both Logan and Ridgeline in the same position they're at now with one loss, and again Ridgeline guaranteeing themselves at least a piece of the region crown, that could be a lot of fun. So Skyview, on the other hand, as we look at what Skyview's been doing, once they lost Tanner Davis, it has been a very, very difficult road. Nick, do you realize that in those first couple of games, I don't know if people realize how good Tanner Davis is. They should if they don't. But against Bonneville, Tanner had 28. That was the first game of the season. Against Box Elder, Tanner had 31.
And I want to say they won both those games.
They beat Box Elder and they beat Bonneville.
Yeah.
So they were 2-0, and then they went and played Madison of Idaho, and I think Tanner might have got hurt in the first quarter, but he already had 11 by the time he got hurt.
Yeah, he's a game changer. He's a difference maker for the Bobcats, and to not have him on the floor.
I have a hard time believing it was in the first quarter. If it was, listen to this: 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
I almost know it wasn't in the second half.
So at least his first half. So first half numbers there were almost on track for a triple-double. The kid is really, really good, and your heart breaks for a guy like that who in his senior year has an injury that not only takes him down but makes it so he can't play the rest of the season, and it's super difficult on his team. But
well, he's going to go on a mission, and then he's going to go down and play basketball at Utah Tech.
Good.
And I'm sure they are happy to have him, even after knee surgery and rehab. He'll still be a really good player.
That's good. That's awesome for him. Over the last few games, let's scroll down to the bottom here. They got beat.
Real quick, Dave, before you move on, I want to talk one more personnel issue that these Bobcats have suffered.
Okay.
Brooks Rigby's little brother. I don't know his name for sure. He tore his ACL in football towards the end of the season.
So didn't even play.
And he's another guy that really would have been a contributor on this Skyview Bobcats team. I feel bad I don't know his name, but he's a really good basketball. Court Rigby. Yeah, and he's a big kind of guard type body. So
on the Bryce side, he is a junior.
He is a junior, yes, and so they'll have him next year, hopefully. But between him and Tanner Davis added into this lineup, these Bobcats, they're not going to be 2-5 in region. I guarantee you that. They would be a contender. Maybe not as dominant as they have been the last couple of years, but they would be a really good team still here in this region play.
Well, to back you up on that, last year they were 23-2 overall with 10-0 in region,
and the state championship.
Yeah, they are very, very good. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year they won
Dixie
for the state championship.
Yeah.
Man,
they lost to Snow Canyon the year before on that tough inbounds play, crazy game.
That's
and then they beat Dixie last year up at Utah State.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now, obviously, graduated some guys, but since then, let's just kind of look what they've done in the region here. They started the season at Bear River and lost by 3. They then went to Logan and lost by 13. They lost to Ridgeline in their first outing by 9. Lost to Green Canyon by 16. Beat Mountain Crest on January 26th by 2. And
I want to say that was at Mountain Crest too.
It was. And then they beat Bear River at Bear River, which is a good dub.
So they lost to Bear River by 3 at home, went and beat them by 2 on the road.
No, beat them by 5 on the road.
5 on the road, okay.
And then Logan beat them again 57-45 on Wednesday, this past Wednesday. And now they're here. So a little up and down.
A little bit. And I just think when they struggle, it's where's the offense coming from?
Yes.
And from what I heard in the Logan game, they put that length up front and they gave McCade Roll, who's just a little guy. He goes 5'9" on the roster. You think he's 5'9"? He's probably 5'9". But they put that length up top on him and they gave him fits. He had a hard time getting the ball where it needed to be and making those, kind of delivering those passes that the point guard needs to do. And they made life really difficult on McCade Roll. But he is extremely quick. I remember in the first game, I want to say he came off the bench. It looks like he's going to start this game.
I believe he came off the bench too. But last game against Logan, you were talking about that ball game, he still had 13 in that. Maybe he doesn't list his turnovers, but...
someone I don't see out there right now is Brighton Williams. I don't see Brighton Williams.
Could have sworn I saw him.
I don't see him. He's not starting.
He's right here on the bench already. And so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We only have about 25 seconds left on the scoreboard right now while they're going to bring the teams over to their benches. And then we assume we're going to have the national anthem and then the starting lineup. So, Nick, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back for the starting lineups after the anthem in just a moment. This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Ridgeline High School, the Riverhawks, and the Bobcats just about set to tip off as we've had the national anthem, and now we're going to have the starting lineups from the visiting Skyview Bobcats. Nick, take it away.
Starting for the Skyview Bobcats, number 3, Carson Thatcher. He's a 6'3" senior, averages 2 points per game, 2.5 rebounds. Number 4 is Liam Guthrie. He is a 6'3" junior, averages 16 points and 3 rebounds per game. Number 5, McCade Roll, is a 5'9" sophomore, averages 8.5 points per game. Kimball Black is number 32, a 6'8" senior, averages 1 point per game. And number 33, just a sophomore, Zach Oxborough. He goes 6'2" and averages 8.5 points per game. The Skyview Bobcats are coached by Kirk Hilliard. They have a 7-12 overall record and a 2-5 region record.
So they're starting 2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and junior. Starting lineups for your home team, Ridgeline Riverhawks, are as follows. Number 0 is Preston Brenchley. He's a 6'1" senior, averaging 4.5 points per ball game. Yeah. Number 1 is Kyson Buckmiller. He's a 6'5" senior, averaging 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and a couple assists. Kyson was our McDonald's player of the game last game with 18 points. Number 2 is Cam Blaughter. He's a 5'10" senior, averaging 6.5 a game, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. Number 3 is the leading scorer for the Riverhawks. He has kind of taken his game to another level here over the last 4 or 5 ball games. Carson Cox is 6'5". He's a senior, averaging 19 a game, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. And the big man in the middle is Jagger Frankham. He's a 6'9" senior, averaging 15 a game, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. The Riverhawks are coached by Coach Kyle Day with a 15-5 overall record and a 6-1 region record. Ridgeline looking to extend that, and we'd like to, because we haven't already, welcome in our friends from Skyview listening in on AM 1390 and hopefully watching this one on CashValleyDaily.com. Adams Wealth Advisors powers your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com. Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, your jobs, your hobbies, and earn your long-term financial trust. Here's the jump ball, and Jagger handles it again. He has done an excellent job over the course of the season, giving the first possession to the Riverhawks as Cam Blotter will come across half court, looking at a 2-3 zone. They like to extend those wings out a little further. But that movement, a bad pass thrown by Preston Brenchley as it goes. They were trying to get a lob to Kyson Buckmiller.
They looked like they had the look they wanted. Just an errant pass by Brenchley there. Throws it out of the reach of the 6'6" Buckmiller. 6'5", 6'6".
Well, let's say it's somewhere in there. He's bigger than me.
He's a lot taller than
me. Roll goes to the right side, gives it off to Guthrie. Guthrie gets into the paint, but he's corralled there by Brenchley. Back outside to Roll. He tries to drive, gets a little bit of contact, can't get the shot to go. Rebound off of Jagger and stays under the basket for Skyview. Good job by McCade Roll to be able to create that contact with his body to give himself a little space.
A little bit of a different starting lineup this go around for the Bobcats, as I'm sure they're working through their personnel, trying to find the right mix.
Straight away is Guthrie, again guarded by Brenchley, drives to the left elbow, outside, 3-point shot on the way by Roll, no good. Rebound grab by Jagger. Frankham gives it off to Cam. Waters gonna cross half court, right on the logo, slows down there, and then goes right side to Cox, back to Blotter, and now left side to Brenchley as they're just working the perimeter right now. Nobody's really moving. Still looking at this 2-3 zone. Brenchley gets it down low to Kyson. Kyson goes up, can't score it. Tipped up and not in. Rebound grabbed by Oxborough. Pushing down the right side is Guthrie. Gets to the paint, and Brenchley wasn't able to cut him off and ended up fouling him and giving Guthrie a couple free throws.
Yeah, nice job by Guthrie getting out into transition and just pushing the action all the way to the rim. Forces the foul on Brenchley.
I know we're only a minute and a half into this, Nick, but it feels lethargic.
Does it? Low energy,
Low energy from the Riverhawks right now.
You and I were so well, I like to have,
It's a team game.
Yeah,
me and
some company in my misery.
We're right here together. I'm with you, buddy.
We were amped up on. Oh, look at that rebound by who is that down there? That's
I don't know, but a 3-point shot is on the way and no good. Rebound grab by Jagger. 1 of 2 free throws for Liam Guthrie and another turnover the other direction.
It's that baseball style pass by Cam Blotter. That thing was a bullet coming down to Brenchley, and he just couldn't handle it on the baseline. He was open, and he would have had a look, but unable to handle the heat from Cam Blotter.
Coming in hot. Roll crosses half court. He goes to Thatcher. Thatcher dribble handoff with Guthrie. Left side, Oxborough. Back up top to Guthrie. This time he's guarded by Carson Cox. Goes right side to Roll. He's guarded by Cam Blotters. A couple quicks together. There's a Castellite block of the game there by Jagger Frankham. That ball almost made it out of bounds on the block.
Yeah, you see the quickness of Roll. He's able to get by the first defender, but he's just not able to get it up and over the long arms of Jagger Frankham.
Standing in front of the Ridgeline bench is Zach Oxborough to inbound. He gets it into the backcourt to Roll. Roll comes across half court and then backs up to try to get a head of steam there, getting the high screen from Black, goes right side. Pass straight back up top to Oxborough. 3-point shot is long, no good. Rebound, Jagger.
That's been the problem for Skyview. Just where's the offense going to come from? Ridgeline looking for the same answer of their own, as they don't have any points on the board.
Be interesting to see how Carson moves this evening. 3-point shot by Brenchley is long, air ball. Carson took a his own knee to his calf, and a block by Carson on that side.
That's a foul.
Black tried to go in and got blocked by Carson. Carson has been, from according to Griff, they were hanging out the other day or yesterday, and Carson having a hard time really even getting around. I don't think he practiced yesterday.
No, he didn't, and it was uncertain if he would play. He's out there now, but he has an extremely sore and swollen calf muscle. As you said, he caught a dead leg. I tell you what, just teams, their MO has just been to beat him up.
Down low on the block is Frankham. Frankham's going to get called for, or nope, he's going to get a foul called against
Thatcher.
him. Thatcher's going to pick up his first.
I agree with you, Dave. It's low energy, low execution right now by both teams. A 1-0 game through almost 3 minutes of play.
Yeah, and Ridgeline hasn't had too many really decent looks. They had the corner three, and that's about it.
This zone for Skyview causing some fits. Is
good cut by Preston, and he's fouled by Thatcher. That's going to be Carson Thatcher's second foul.
That's immediately going to get Chance Wilson off the bench. He's going to check in for Thatcher as Thatcher picks up 2 quick ones in about 8 seconds.
Yeah. Preston Brenchley
check out.
Trying to break the ice here for the Ridgeline Riverhawks. First free throw is good. We got a 1-1 score here. Not every day you get to call that. I shouldn't say get
soccer?
to call. You should say have to call. Preston's going to try to get it to 2. Free throw for Preston is good. Climbed over after hitting the front side. 2-1 Ridgeline. 5:05 remaining in the first quarter. Blotter picks up Roll at half court. Roll goes right. Keeps his dribble and then almost throws it away, but it's tracked down, by Oxborough. Oxborough down the left side of the lane, turns on a pivot, can't get it up over Buckmiller. Still waiting, now gets it out to Wilson. Wilson dribble handoff to Roll, stays up on top, now goes behind his back, spins, his shot's blocked again by Frankham, and Carson Cox is in the open court. Layup, good.
Beautiful elevation by Cox as he has a head of steam, and Guthrie is unable to contest at all.
Euro by chance. Wilson couldn't get it to go, but he did get his own rebound. And they kick it back outside. Guthrie raises for a long three and got it.
Right in the grill of Preston Brenchley. That was just jab step and raise up. Knock it down, Liam Guthrie.
He's got all 4 there so far. 4-4 with 4 minutes to play. Knocked out of Cam's hands from behind. Turnover now headed the other direction. Layup is good by Oxborough.
One of those big, bad, catastrophic one. Lead to immediate points as Cam Blotter has it knocked out of his hands. Was that Oxborough that knocked it out of his arms?
I'm not sure who hit it from behind, but definitely led to the layup, like you said.
When they get that high post action with Jagger, he's got a face. If he's just going to kick it, he's not even going to be a threat in there.
3-point shot by Brenchley, no good. Rebound put up and missed by Cox. And then a bad pass stolen away by Brenchley leads to a layup for Frankham.
Yeah, so Skyview's first turnover of the game, a steal by Brenchley, leads to immediate points for Ridgeline.
Just a 30-second timeout. Custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Happens at Great Basin Graphics, greatbasingraphics.com.
You know, when Skyview's in this 2-3 zone, Dave, and you know as well as I do, you beat that at the high post primarily first.
And short corner if you can.
But when you get the ball in the high post, you have to turn and face the basket. You can't just catch and kick.
First look is rim. Second look is drive. Third look is opposite. Your opposite guy will usually be open, but you have to establish that from those elbows and down. Otherwise, they're just going to stay spread out if you're not going to do anything.
And you're not making the defense move if you're not going to turn and face. So this 2-3 zone.
Where it gets really difficult is, for instance, this same Skyview
when they had
the 2 Davis boys up top and that length.
That was tough.
Super tough to get shots off.
It was almost like a 1-2-2 extended zone, and Carter was up top.
Carter and Tanner were up top, and they just had so much length it was hard to get shots off. Even when you got it to the elbow, it's hard to get things going there. Guthrie drives on Brenchley, can't get it to go. Rebound, Diego.
They're all over Jagger on the boards.
Diego checked in for Cam. I don't think the coaching staff was liking the way he was taking care of the ball. Usually Diego would come in for Brenchley at that 4-minute mark. Jump shot from just inside 3-point range, no good by Buckmiller. Rebound grab by Roll.
It's a good look, though. That's the look you want. Beat one guy, take the open shot.
Guthrie, straight away. Goes right side to Wilson. Wilson comes back to the middle and hands it off. They're staying on the perimeter right now. It's in the hands of Roll. He goes to the basket, and Diego falls down, and Roll scores it.
Yeah, that's something Diego can't let happen. You can't let him get into your body like that. He's not big enough to push you around, so you just got to be stronger initially on the defense.
He does a really good job, though, creating contact and separation with his body. Yeah, that space can be, you almost got to look for contact. That's a James Harden thing to do. Turnaround jump shot from the elbow by Carson Cox is no good. Rebound and push down the left side. Roll, three-point range. Doesn't shoot, now shake and bakes. Spins in the lane, kicks it back outside to Guthrie. Guthrie also goes down the left side of the lane. His shot might have been partially blocked by Frankham, and it's in the open court now to Carson. Cox settles on that left side, now picks up the dribble, skip pass to Buckmiller. Short cornered Brenchley. Doesn't take the shot, goes back to Buckmiller straight away. He goes left and then right back to him, and then back left to Diego. Three ball is good.
That's another way to get him out of a zone, is shoot him out of it, because you're going to have open looks on the perimeter. And Diego Vasquez knocks down his first shot of the game.
9-8, Ridgeline in it with a measly 1-point lead. Minute 20 remaining in the first quarter. Guthrie raises for three. That's no good. Rebound, Jagger. He's been all over the boards. Pushing quickly down to Brenchley, layup, good, and he's fouled.
Wow.
That's a really good pass by Diego. Both players were stride for stride, and the defender didn't even see the ball coming.
He did not, and when he first threw it, I thought, that's a bad pass, Dave. And sure enough, Guthrie, not seeing the ball, it goes basically right over his shoulder and into the arms of Brenchley, and then all Guthrie can do is foul Brenchley on his way to the rim, and he finishes for the and one opportunity.
Substitution
checks out.
Yeah, Cam Blotter comes in for Buckmiller, so now you're quite a bit smaller. Carson Cox got the offensive rebound off the free throw and forced up a shot there. Probably should have reset on that one. So Brenchley misses the free throw, and we got an 11-8 score. Oxborough in the lane, little turnaround and jump shot, got it to go.
Just when he planted his foot to raise up, it's almost like he's kind of his feet slipped out from underneath him, so he threw it up and still went in.
11-10, Ridgeline. Diego, left side, he's way out there. Outside of the range, he probably wants to shoot it. Now he's out to the other side of corner as he cut through. Lost the handle and just went out of bounds. So I got 4, what do you got?
I got 4, and it's not like the Skyview defense is really pressuring up in our space. We're just not taking care of the ball. It's been pretty careless turnovers for all 4 of those.
Yeah, Ridgeline struggling to take care of it with 4 turnovers to Skyview's just 1. Roll with 20 seconds goes to Chance Wilson. Dribble handoff to Oxborough. They're going to keep it away from guys. Brighton Williams has checked in, by the way.
Shot clock is off.
Roll trying to get a high screen. They try to trap it. Gives off to Wilson, 4 seconds. Drop it down underneath. Turn around, couldn't get the shot up. Cam Blotter's going to launch a full court baseball style shot, and it won't go. So Ridgeline's got an 11-10 lead at the end of the first quarter, and a lethargic first quarter, if you ask me. We'll be right back.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org.
Sponsors our player of the game. Locations in Smithfield, Logan, South Logan, Hiram, Brigham City, and Tremont. Appreciate McDonald's. We'll pick a player from both teams this evening. Ridgeline at the end of the first leads 11-10. Possession arrow points in favor of the Bobcats. So Skyview will have the ball here as we start the second quarter. Roll sauntering to the right. Comes back up top to Wilson. Dribble handoff to Williams. Left side to Roll. He spins, stays on the pivot, hasn't dribbled. Goes down low to Mills. Mills in the paint, tries to get some space. Goes up over Buckmiller, can't get it to go. Rebound Diego. Vasquez pushing. Gives to Carson. Carson goes to the short corner left side. In and out, no good. Long rebound off of Mills' hands. Come all the way out to grab by Buckmiller. He gives to Cam, and then Blotter swings it around. Left side, Brenchley. Up top, back to Cam. Right side, now kicked outside to Carson Cox. 3 balls, no good. Rebound, Williams.
They're just not falling for the Riverhawks early here tonight, Dave.
Williams in the lane, picks up his dribble outside to Wilson. Wilson gets into the lane as well. Turns, gets it to Oxborough. He had to go retreat to go grab that thing. Now he gets back into the lane. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, Cox. Longer you let a team hang around,
yeah, the more they believe they can beat you.
Absolutely. And right now, Ridgeline not doing anything to impose their will. I'd like to see him try to get it to Carson somewhere in that
post
area. But against this zone, it's probably going to be at the elbow. 3-point shot by Cam is no good. Rebound put up and in by Brenchley is good.
And Brenchley for his 6th point of the game. So that's where your offense is coming from. Is that wrong? I got him. They got him with 6 up there, Dave.
Okay, that might be right. I'll have to double check it. Roll, right side. Ooh, shake and bake, gets into the lane. He lost Buckmiller for a second, kicks it to the left side corner. 3-point shot, no good by Mills. And the rebound grabbed and headed the other direction is Diego. Gets out to Kyson Buckmiller and now Blotter. Blotter down low to
there it is.
Carson. Carson is pushed a little and he kicks it outside on the pass. Still working it around the perimeter. Having a hard time getting it to where they want it in this zone. Kyson now in the paint. Step through. Good move. Got it up and in.
That's a tough finish over the bigger Easton Mills. But Buckmiller with a nice underhand scoop layup softly off the glass for his first points of the game.
Deflected pass gets to its target to Wilson. Now he gives to Roll. Roll straight away, and he's trying to work his way down against Cam Blotter. Forces up a shot. Mills comes flying in for the rebound and gives it out. Now up top is Williams. Williams working on Diego. And kicks it back outside to Wilson. Back to Williams, and he's forcing his way in. They're going to call a hand check foul on Diego. 15-10 is our score. I must have Preston with a missed, or with a free throw. I have him right now 1 for 3 from the line. But to get 6, he would have to have a free throw. I have him with 5.
He missed the and one, okay.
But he's had a couple others. Backdoor cutter as Guthrie couldn't handle the ball. Gives it to Williams. 3 balls, no good. Good box out by Jagger, allowing Diego to come over and just swipe it up. Diego's trying to get down the lane, and he's going to get a reaching foul called on Roll.
Does your do your points total there? 15?
I'm at 14. So, I mean, it would make sense if he has a layup, or excuse me, another free throw, but I don't remember it.
Another
good move by Kyson Buckmiller in the lane.
Over Mills again.
It's where it's going to need to be is those little block-to-block, elbow-to-elbow pass or plays. Diego with the steal. Somebody had a hand on it. It might have been Jackman.
Was it Cam?
Little floater, no good. Rebound grabbed by Wilson. Diego misses it. And a timeout's called by Coach Hilliard for Skyview.
Yeah, he doesn't want to let this get too out of hand. He did have possession there, but 17-10. The Bobcats have just struggled finding any kind of shot that's going in so far tonight.
4:30 remaining, and we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Teachers and students, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
McCade Roll facing a little bit of pressure. Oh! Williams had to go up and save that one from going out of bounds. They get it through everybody, and now Mills has a layup.
What they wanted was a 10-second violation. By the time Brian Williams got that across half court, the shot clock had got all the way down to 23. It only needs to get to 25.
Jump shot from the free throw line area, no good. They're going to get an over-the-back call on Jagger. 17-12, Ridgeline in the lead. 4:02 remaining in the first half. Where are all the Skyview students?
I don't know what's going on up there. I haven't heard one nasty chant about my kid yet tonight. It's kind of boring.
Oh, well, if you're a Skyview student listening in, come down. They need you.
They do.
17-12.
Low energy.
Low energy.
Low energy.
Left side is Wilson. He gives off to Guthrie, drives in hard. They're going to get a foul, I believe. I'm guessing Tyler Jackman. There were 3 different bodies there.
There it is. Yep. Tyler Jackman with his first.
That's the 3rd team foul on Ridgeline. Only 1 called so far on Skyview.
Like you said, Dave, it's one of those games that the longer you let Skyview hang in this, the more they believe they can beat you. And you've had plenty of opportunities to kind of distance yourself from the Bobcats early in this game, and you haven't taken advantage of it. Right now, you only have a 4-point lead with 1 more foul shot for Liam Guthrie. They go into half less than a 10-point deficit here, you guarantee that it's going to be anybody's game in the second half.
Guthrie makes the second. Did he make the first, Nick?
Yeah, he did. Made them both.
Okay, got both of them there. Guthrie has 6 in the game. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound.
Oh, boy.
They're going to get a foul called on Carson on the rebound.
Getting whistle happy out there.
Carson Cox, I should say, as Carson Thatcher has checked back in.
Yep. He has 2.
He does have 2. I watched Coach Jay Christiansen say to him, no fouls.
No fouls.
Let's not get a 3rd here. Guthrie, nobody guarded him right there, but he was not able to make that 3-point shot. Rebound grabbed by Cox. He gives off to Diego. He's on the left side. Back up top to Cox. Swings it right. Now down into the short corner to Buckmiller. Can't get the shot to go. And rebound grabbed by Thatcher. Down the sideline they push to Oxborough. Comes into the left elbow. Back outside to Thatcher. Into the corner now Mills. Doesn't take that 3. Tries to drive on Jagger. Hook shot. I like the old school. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Cox.
I don't even want to know what the shooting percentages are for these 2 teams.
It's not pretty.
12 and 18?
It's not pretty. I wish that we were keeping more than just makes.
That is.
Yeah, it's not a good percentage. 17-14 is our score with 2:43 remaining in the half.
Yeesh.
You heard me. Mid-post area, Carson, he'll get it low enough. You can't stop that. Goes up and scores it.
No, especially when a little shot fake gets Mills in the air. He goes right underneath him and gets the easy layup.
19-14, and Williams is driving. He's going to get a hand check called against Cam Blotter. I saw Cam's hands go up, so that'll usually get you a foul if you're going to put both of them up and touch the guy in the chest.
Some shiny heads out there tonight, Bub. I'd fit right in with this crew.
Yeah. Looking mature.
They can't be. There's not a possible way they can be any worse than the dudes from Wednesday night.
That was rough.
Oh.
And we're not the only ones that have said it. We've had plenty of people watch that game and say, you weren't wrong.
I mean, they were just bad both sides, too.
Yeah, they had a hard night. Williams missed the first. He's got 1 more here. Second free throw is no good.
Missed them both. So the shooting woes continue for the Bobcats.
Corner, Frankham. Jagger tries to drive and passes it out through a bunch of bodies to Cam Blotter. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, Williams. Gets it out to Guthrie, and he's going to have his pocket picked by Cam Blotter. Turnover goes back down low to Diego, and he forces his way up and gets some contact.
It's really good defense by Cam Blotter at half court because you know that you've got the surprise attack on Guthrie, but you don't want to go up and make contact, right? You just want to be in good enough position so that when he turns, you're there to either take a charge or poke it away. Hey. And Guthrie just lost his bounce, lost the ball, and a turnover goes to Ridgeline, and then they miss a foul shot.
Nick, I'm going to ask you a really hard-hitting question.
Okay, good. I like these.
You know the Wolverine, Hugh Jackman? The Wolverine?
Yeah.
Does Cam's hair resemble the Wolverine? Look that up on your phone.
Yeah, it do.
You see with the up on the sides?
Diego gets the second to fall. 20-14 with 2 minutes exactly to go here in the second quarter.
I know we're gonna search up here at halftime. I can tell you that much right now.
You've been thinking for weeks what
it just dawned on me. Guthrie has to chase one down before it goes out of bounds, as I believe Brenchley had a piece of that one. Now Guthrie goes by him. His shot is blocked straight down by Frankham. He's got at least 3 blocks in this first half. He's our Castelli defender of the game right now. Straightaway is
feed the post.
Yeah, they got to try to get it down there, and they're still working to. We're staying on the perimeter. Cam, now he gets it down low to Carson. Easy up and in, and he's fouled. Good find, and just patience there.
Nice find
guys
and
move through.
A beautiful slip by Carson Cox as he was working back and forth on the baseline. He finds the soft spot in the zone right behind Kimball Black, and a beautiful delivery by Cam Blotter gets the easy bucket in the and one, and Carson finishes it off. This is kind of that extension that you're looking for. You wish it would have been earlier in the second quarter, but Ridgeline distancing themselves a little bit, 9-point lead, and a nice run to finish the quarter. There it is.
Yeah,
there it is. That looks like it. He just doesn't quite have the physique.
Well, he's 18 years old.
Well, I know.
He hasn't had time to work in the gym. Steal in the open court is Brenchley. Layup, good.
Yeah, it's great anticipation and a nice first half by the senior Preston Brenchley, who has found his way into the starting lineup here the last couple of weeks. He has 8. Carson has 7. Diego with 4.
Yeah, 25-14 with the timeout called, and Ridgeline in the lead. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
Looking over the student section.
Peace up, A-Town.
Yeah!
Don't you love some Will John?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. That's not on my list. Usher.
This is what's on your list.
Is it Air Supply? Because if it's Air Supply, it's on my list. It's not it.
That's what you have.
Hey, we got a basketball game going on here. Williams on the outside tries to get around Cam, finally does, goes high off the backboard, can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Mills, and they call a foul.
I was going to say another block. No, this is how it is. Okay.
Because it shouldn't be on Jagger. He was up high for that one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know I need a little background music in my life. I try to walk around with background music as much as I can.
If Skyview, I mean, they've been on a little bit of a scoring drought there. They knock one down.
Yeah, Mills got the free throw. That gives him 3 points. He's got one more free throw to come. Ridgeline leading by 10. Mills has one more here. 49 seconds remaining in the half. Got both of them. Mills perfect from the stripe. 25-16. Blotter crosses over on Oxborough. Gets it down to Brenchley. Back outside to Cam. Goes all the way over top to Jagger. Jagger tries to not come down and make a pass on the interior, and it's stolen. Corner. 3-ball. Good. Much needed 3-point shot by Oxborough, and that gets you back to 6.
Exactly what you need for Skyview. Finally, someone knocks one down from beyond the arc for the Bobcats.
25-19 with 20 seconds to play here.
I guess that is their second 3-pointer of the half, isn't it?
Yeah, Guthrie had one to start the game, really early in the game. 10 seconds. Blotter, right side, Brenchley. Back out to Blotter. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Gets in the lane, gets it outside. They go to Buckmiller. 3-ball looks short. In and out, no good. Oh, Carson had tipped it, but I think the buzzer had sounded. And it's not going to count. So 25-19 is the lead for Ridgeline at the end of the half. Kind of a lethargic first half there, folks. Hopefully the second half will pick up. We'll get you some halftime statistics and look forward to our Super Smith Super Shot of the Night, sponsored by the Ridgeline Booster Club. We'll be back in just a moment.
Elections, breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news at CashValleyDaily.com.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The K.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Nick's new theme music as he walks around. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Originally, we were feeling Wednesday night, weren't we?
No, this is like complete opposite of what we were feeling.
Yeah, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy.
You could just maybe add an in front of that happy. Because Nick's unhappy.
You know, growing up hill climbing, you know what they used to call me at the hill climbs?
I mean, I could come up with a lot of names.
I know.
But
good time.
Really?
Good time.
You're always having a good time?
Having a good time. And Wednesday night, I was not having a good time.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe you just forgot your meds that day.
I got asked that by a dear, dear friend of mine. Did you forget your meds?
Yeah, you were a little
I said,
unhinged.
I can't remember.
Folks, we got a 25-19 score here at the half. It's been a bit of a snoozer.
It's been
so
ugly.
far.
It's been a little bit of a. You know what? In the game at Skyview, you and I think both went out to that game and watched Ridgeline play the Bobcats, and it was kind of the same type of. I don't know what to call it. Ugly's probably not the right word. Just poor offensive execution by both teams. I felt like out at Skyview, one of the, in my opinion, one of the worst games that Ridgeline really played. Carson did have 31. That was the highlight.
But he shot the ball like crazy from three-point range.
He did. He was knocking down threes all over the place. They only won by what, 13? 12?
I can look.
It wasn't a huge margin.
To me, this style of defense that Skyview plays, this zone pack it in, it can lend itself to a slow game.
Yeah.
I mean, guys just trying to pick away at that zone and get into where they need to get, but it's not going to be a fast-paced backdoor cuts, lobs at the rim, any of that kind of stuff. It's just, it makes it. I think maybe Coach Hilliard and his staff is thinking, let's ugly this thing up. Let's slow this down as much as we can so they can't put 70 on us. And let's see if we can win 30 to 35 to 40. You know what I mean?
Goal number one accomplished. They ain't putting 70 on you tonight. Nope. That's for sure.
It was a 9-point victory.
9, yeah. So they won by less than 10, and it was kind of low scoring in that one, right? Wasn't it low scoring?
65-56, so more than this one.
More than this one, yeah.
Yeah, more than this one. This one 25-19. Here's how we got there. Ridgeline is currently led in scoring by Preston Brenchley. Well, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 for Brenchley.
Yep.
And 7 for Carson Cox. Kyson Buckmiller's got 4. Diego Vasquez has 4, and Jagger Frankham has 2. Jags hasn't had a ton of offense over the last few games.
He's struggled offensively. He's done a lot of other things really well, and tonight he's blocking a lot of shots on the defensive side. But you're right. Offensively, Jagger has kind of disappeared.
Well, I think Coach alluded to maybe we don't notice as much as he does, and maybe like his family notices. He's probably getting double teamed every time he touches that ball.
They do.
And then he is finding guys out of that double team, and it's a matter of other guys knocking down shots.
But here again, Dave, he comes to the high post, and he just turns and passes. He does not even turn and face.
Look at the rim.
So I think there's a mindset to that. I think it's great when you're in the double team and you turn and you find your open guy and you get your team a good look. I think that's the right basketball play. But there's also something to be said that you have to assert yourself when you're that big and strong into the game offensively. And I feel like sometimes he's not assertive enough on the offensive side.
You could be right. He maybe isn't just terribly comfortable on the elbow to elbow as he is when you get it down to the block.
But he can knock down jump shots.
I know he can. I'm not saying, and he can knock down threes. I would argue that he has one of the sweetest strokes on the team. I mean, just as far as a rotation and a finish and the whole thing, Jagger looks as good as anybody, and he's running out there at 6'9".
But whatever has happened over the course of the region play, it has really, I mean, if you go back and you look at the box scores, I'll bet you he has less than 10 points in the last 3 games.
It's actually
total.
It's actually really easy to look at.
Okay, well there you can do it then.
It's on the Deseret News, they'll do it by game. So in the last few games, he had 13 against Bear River. He had 2 against Green Canyon.
Are you saying Bear River just the other night? Oh, that's right. He did. Yes, he did have one of his better games against Bear River as of late.
He averages 15, so that's getting close to the average. 2 against Green Canyon, 13 against Logan, 14 against Mountain Crest, 4 against Skyview, 8 against Bear River.
Those are the ones that are popping out in my mind is the 4-point game against Skyview, which I want to say he was in foul trouble. And the 2-point game against Green Canyon, which again,
maybe he was in foul trouble in that one too. But he's got a 31, he's got a 26, he's got a 25.
Those are earlier in the season.
His most recent over 20 was again at Green Canyon. He played really good.
That was the first game of region. Yep.
Played really good in that one. But over these last few, he hasn't quite been up to that average.
He's kind of just been up and down a little bit. And I'm not trying to pick on Jagger at all.
In fact, I believe he's getting double teamed and probably making the right plays.
And he probably is most of the time. I just want to see him assert himself a little bit more, be more aggressive offensively, and try to get his own out there sometimes. But
leading scorer for Skyview is Oxborough. Zach has 7 points. He had 4 in the first quarter and 3 in the second. And then Liam Guthrie has 6. Easton Mills has 4. McCade Roll has 2. So 4 players in the scoring column so far for Skyview, 5 in the scoring column for Ridgeline. I'm just looking through some other statistics here. At the end of the first quarter, Ridgeline was just up 11-10. Second quarter outscored Skyview 14-9, and that gives us a 25-19 halftime score. Other scores from around the region. I think I just saw one come in. Yep, Logan and Green Canyon in a close win at halftime. Logan 26, Green Canyon 25. Green Canyon winning that ball game would give a big favor to Ridgeline, that's for sure.
What was that score?
26-25 Logan.
Okay.
1-point game at the half.
1 point at half.
Dixie, I don't know why we got this one, but we got Dixie 32, Snow Canyon 30 at half. Maybe they gave us that one because nobody has even come close to Dixie down there right now. But at halftime at Snow Canyon, at least the Snow Canyon's giving them a game.
Well, believe it or not, they're not the number 1 ranked team in the state as far as the RPI goes right now.
It's Layton Christian, isn't it?
Layton Christian is number 1. They have a slightly better winning percentage than Dixie. Dixie the 2. Who was the 3? And then Ridgeline was the 4. Green Canyon was the 3, I believe.
Layton Christian, Dixie, Logan, Ridgeline.
Oh, Logan, that's right. And then Green Canyon.
We didn't get our Super Smith Super Shot of the Night up.
What?
With all the senior night stuff, what didn't feel right to be launching footballs while the cheerleaders were out there being recognized on senior night. And Skyview's already back out onto the floor. So.
Well, I think they're going to peel off, and we'll have just a little bit of time. We can do it.
You think?
Yeah.
No, because then they'll be back at the bench, and can we do it after the game?
Well, those rims go up pretty quick. But yeah, while they're shaking hands.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
How are we going to fit this in?
We might have to.
We'll have people. Do you know how upset people will be?
I know. I'm beside myself right now.
They'll be as upset as I was Wednesday night.
Okay, now you're being ridiculous.
No, I think they will be.
I mean, I'm fuming right now. I've never been this angry. We got about 2 minutes left on the clock here. Well, 2:10 before we can start the second half. Nick and I have exhausted everything except for to let you know that Planet Fitness sponsors our halftime. Don't follow Extreme Things. I know I don't. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join for $10 a month and cancel anytime. We've had a lot of Castlelite blocks of the game. Whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for your bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway in your backyard, think Castlelite. Online at castlelite.com. I think Jagger might have 4 right now at the half. I won't be surprised if he had 4 blocks right now. Also, if you're a student in the Logan, Cache, or Rich school districts, you can get paid for good grades over at the Logan, Cache, Rich Credit Union. Check in with the Logan, Cache, Rich Credit Union to learn more about getting paid for your grades. We'll take a quick break here and come back for the second half in just a moment.
Printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
California.
Ridgeline 25, Skyview 19 has the half. You see how I kind of work it one way and then on the next downbeat, I switch my direction.
Hey, let's see if the ref will catch it for us.
I'm just going to throw a bullet at him. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up, ref. They're coming in hot.
I think we're going to have to get this done at the end of the game.
I mean, maybe when we do a girls' game.
The only other games we'll have
playoffs
are girls and boys for second round playoff games.
I'm running out of chances. Playoffs? I'm running out of chances.
Talking about playoffs?
Yeah, I'm today it kind of settled in on me that I'm running out of chances.
You really are. And I mean, I'm happy to give you 4 in the next one that we do.
Just takes a little bit longer. I mean, or maybe we do
4.
Maybe you do 2 at the beginning of the game
2
and 2 at the
half
half or something.
That's probably what we ought to do.
Hey, Ridgeline's going to have the ball here. Oh, they're going to trap immediately. Look at that. And a foul across his arms.
Wilson.
As soon as that first pass was made, Oxborough and Wilson just attacked Buckmiller and got called for a foul. I think that startled the refs as much as it startled.
And it's just a little change to what you've been doing, so it's a nice adjustment and a little wrinkle in the game plan for Coach Hilliard.
Staying back now. They just wanted that very first one to see if they could get it. Cam Blotter uses a high screen by Buckmiller. Skip pass to Brenchley. Down on the short corner to Cox. Back out to Brenchley. Drives in, kicks it back out to Buckmiller. Still that 2-3 zone. Cam skips to Buckmiller. He looks at his long 3. No good. Rebound tipped by Jagger. Grabbed by Cam Blotter. And a foul's going to be called, I think, on roll.
Yep. Nice job crashing the offensive boards. First by the tip by Jagger, and then Cam Blotter staying with it and creating a second chance opportunity for his team.
Cam Blotter will inbound. He's got Carson Cox. He goes up and scores. He hung just a little longer than everyone else.
Just kind of floated in the air there and let Chance Wilson fly by. And then he was able to still knock it down almost on his way down on that jump shot.
That's exactly the way it looked.
Tough to do.
Roll gets a good hard screen by Black. Cam
throws it off Roll's head.
Yeah, but Cam got a little whiplash on that one. Driving is Guthrie. Can't get further than mid-post. Kicks it back outside to Oxborough. Oxborough tries to penetrate, gives to Roll, and then gives it off to Guthrie. Jump shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound Carson Cox. He's going to come down the middle of the floor with it. Go to Buckmiller. Down low to Jagger. He's too deep down there against Black, and they're going to only thing they can do is foul.
And Black's grabbing his neck now as he takes a little bit of Cam Blotter's medicine. As Jagger must have got a piece of Black there on the post.
Cam Blotter will try to inbound. He's got to get it in. That was about 4.9. He gets it into Brenchley, and he drives hard, and he's fouled by Black. That's one of those, though. That would have been a really hard finish for Preston.
It's one of those times you just get
let him
out
try
of the way.
and just get a rebound.
You almost play the pass there because he's got so far to go.
He's kind of an up and under swooping layup.
Yep.
And misses his free throw.
Black picks up kind of like what Carson Thatcher did in the first half. Black picked up 2 fouls in about 8 seconds.
No, that was Thatcher.
Well, I know, and Black just did the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's...
You never listen to me.
I'm trying to do other things.
Skyvy's pushing.
They get it down that right sideline to Oxborough. He brings it into the middle of the paint and then kicks it back outside. Mills trying to drive on Jagger, turns around, can't get it up there. Rebound comes to Cam. That's great defense by Jagger.
It really is.
Stay tall and keep your hands back. Brenchley back to Cam. I want to go down there and put on a jersey to shoot right now.
It would be.
I would love playing against a zone that's going to pack it in like that.
Oh, what a finish by Carson Cox.
Strength gets that ball up and in. They're packing it in and saying, we dare you to shoot it. And Cam Blotter gets his hand in the cookie jar there. He knows it. Came down on Chance Wilson's hand.
Last night, a girl was trying to reach in on Ane Wallace.
Oh, boy.
You
can stop.
Just a little gal.
Yeah.
And she ripped the ball out of there, and the girl hung onto it, and then the girl went sailing across the...
Ane's so strong.
She is so strong.
And if you get one of those little gals in there, that could be rough.
That's exactly what happened.
Guthrie driving hard, goes up and can't get it over Jagger. And Mills gets it up. Nope, still he can't get it to go. Still fighting down there. Guthrie.
It's on the ground.
It's a battle.
But a nice job. I got to give Jagger so much credit on the help defense he gives his teammates.
Yeah.
Because, again, Guthrie with a look, and Jagger's right there to contest. Mills with an offensive rebound, and Jagger's there to contest again.
Coach Day not happy with his team's rebounding right now.
Yeah, the rebounding has caused problems in the past, especially against that first matchup against Bear River.
Oxborough tries to drive, can't, gets it off to Chance Wilson, and he buries a three.
I was going to say, that's probably the shot you want if you're Ridgeline, but that's the shot you want if you're Skyview.
Yeah, 30-22. Ridgeline in the lead. 3-point shot by Blotter, no good. Rebound, Wilson. And he traveled.
Yep.
That's a tough call, I think, against Chance as Cam looked like he had a piece of that ball. But they're going to turn it over and give it back to Ridgeline. I only have Skyview with 3 turnovers.
That's what I have. I have 5-3. As most of those turnovers for Ridgeline were in the first quarter, too.
Yeah, they've cleaned it up a little.
But the shooting is still not great.
Yeah, you get it right there to Carson, you have a good chance, and he comes around the rim and scores.
I think the halftime speech at half for Coach Day is get the ball down in the paint.
You get into that short corner to Carson, that's hard for anybody to stop that.
He's got such long arms.
And he's strong. Rebound on the missed shot by Wilson, grabbed by Frankham. Ridgeline up 10. They can crack this thing open here. They get it down to Carson again. Carson's going to have, doesn't take it. He kicks it out to Preston. Now to Cam. Carson had stepped out straight away, and now they're going to swing it around the perimeter again. Carson trying to resettle down in that right short corner. Skip pass to Preston. Up top to Cam, back to Preston. 3-ball on the way, long. Rebound, Cam. Cam gambled a little on that rebound. He went in, and there's nobody back.
Nobody back for Ridgeline.
He's a rebounder. He's gonna. He just by his instincts are to go get it, and almost threw it away there. High post to Frankham. Down low to Carson. Up and in.
That's Carson Cox's 8th point of the ball game, and that's how you beat that 2-3.
8th point of the quarter.
Of the quarter. You're right. You get that defense moving one way, you find the high post and immediately cut to the basket, and that short corner is wide open for Carson Cox.
That's textbook offense against a 2-3 zone.
Yep.
They're going to get a foul on Preston Brenchley.
That's the funny thing about a 2-3 zone, Dave. Sometimes you come down and it looks so easy. Like we should be able to pick this thing apart every time. And then other times you come down and there's nothing there, and you're
to me though
casting up a 3-pointer.
If you can knock down a couple of threes,
that's when
changes
it gets,
the whole thing.
I agree with you, and that's something Ridgeline has not been able to do.
Yep, but they're still up 12. Guthrie inside, and he's fouled.
It's gonna be on Diego, I believe. No,
that's on Jagger.
Jagger over the top.
Jag has maybe 2.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 fouls on Jagger.
But you're right, Dave. If you can knock down those perimeter jumpers on a 2-3 zone, it changes everything. Everything will open up for you. As you get the defense starting to fly to those shooters, the high post in the short corner is just wide open.
That's only on that free throw. That's only the 4th point of the quarter for Skyview.
Carson Cox has doubled Skyview's production here in the 3rd.
Yep.
Alone.
That's another made free throw. I gotta check my math up there because I'm a little off. Preston Brenchley, skip pass to Blotter. Cox right now at the high post, working his way down to the low post. He's got it there. They come down and 2 guys on him. He kicks it out to Diego. 3-ball, good.
It's beautiful offense again. You get the ball in the low post, and when the double team comes, no matter where it comes from, somebody has to be left open. And Carson Cox with the skip pass over to Diego Vasquez, and Diego knocks it down. That's what, their 2nd 3-pointer of the game, Dave?
Chance just had one a minute ago.
No.
For Ridgeline. Diego's got 2. He's got the only 2 threes.
It.
Yep. No other threes. Ridgeline 37 and Skyview 24. We'll be right back.
Feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Here's today's hot.
The other song about the other night, just to confirm.
To make you happy?
No.
I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could.
Nick's gonna be all right. Dribble handoff from Thatcher to Guthrie. Another handoff to Williams. His shot might have been partially blocked, but it's put up and in by Thatcher.
Is that blocked, or was that just a flat-out air ball?
It was an air ball or something. I was giving the kid a benefit of the doubt.
Now, the one that the Bear River kid took over there in the corner wasn't touched by anyone, and it missed by 6 feet. And you're like,
that might be an exaggeration, but it missed bad. 6 feet. Do you know how much 6 feet is?
That wide. It's that wide, and that missed the rim by that far.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what concerns me?
What?
Free throws down the stretch of a very, very difficult game.
Oh, we got Preston Brenchley. He knocked down 4 against Logan to
ice it off. Preston is 50% right now.
Okay.
3 for 6.
It hasn't been great shooting, period, tonight for either team. But Ridgeline starting to establish himself in the 3rd quarter, a much better quarter on the back of Carson Cox, and primarily deep in the post.
Back cut to Roll. He has to get it out of there. He's almost falling out of bounds. He gets it to Thatcher. Now up top to Guthrie. Guthrie drives on Brenchley. Brenchley strips it out of his hands. Out to Mills. Straight down the middle is Williams. He's trying to spin on Diego, and his shot's blocked by Frankham. I mean, he's got to have at least 5.
He does. I agree with you. The long arms of Frankham have come to play tonight as he's been blocking all sorts of Bobcat shots. Definitely a defensive player of the night for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Brighton Williams entering to Mills. Mills leaves it short. Doesn't come down. Little inbound. Yeah, it's nice.
That was beautiful.
Grabbed by Frankham. Into the front court is Blotter. Corner. Look how much they're falling off of those outside players.
Oh, that's so easy.
Easy high-low from Frankham
it was a little bit of a
Carson.
deeper high-low than normal, Dave. He was below the foul line, and when Frankham caught it, Mills had to help. When Mills helps, Cox is wide open right at the rim.
Yeah, Carson has got 10 in the quarter, 17 in the game. Roll, jab step, and then comes back outside. Guthrie on an off-balance three.
That's two of them. That's 2 of them he's done like that. One in front of Brenchley and this one in front of Cox. He just jab steps, and it looks like he's off balance. Carson knocks it down.
On perfect balance, can't get it to go from the corner on the three-point shot. Backside rebound by Thatcher.
He has struggled from the outside tonight. He's got all his points in the paint, pretty much primarily. One jumper, I think, is all. And the rest have been at the rim.
Guthrie drives, tries to wrap around a pass to Mills. It's deflected and then grabbed by Vasquez. Cam Blotter now back to Vasquez. Drawn kick to the left corner. Brenchley, no good. Rebound, Williams.
Just give it to Diego if you're going to shoot threes.
Right now, he's the guy with the good percentage. He's 100%. He's got 2 of them. And the three-point shot by Roll is good on the other side.
They get this back down to 8, single digits in the waning minutes of this third quarter. Waning seconds, I guess.
Yeah, 45 seconds remaining. Diego, a high post to Jagger, jump shot, good.
Beautiful. I mean, he had the option to throw it to Carson, but that's what he's got to do. High post, turn and face.
Face the basket.
If no one's there, shoot it. If they collapse, get it to Carson. He had either option. He knocks down the jumper.
Back to a 10-point lead. 23 seconds remaining. Roll. Hand off to Williams. They're trying to get 1 here. There is not even a second between shot and game clock, but they are both still on. Waiting is Williams. 8 seconds. Goes down the right side of the lane. Floater, no good. Rebound, Frankham. 3 seconds.
Got time.
2. It's out of bounds with .4 on the clock.
This is just a lob to Jagger.
Yeah, you got to put it by the rim. Oh, but they're going to bring him out.
Okay, lob it to
Kyson in. Or Carson.
Or Carson.
You can tip this in. Let's see what they do. Vasquez gets it to Cam. And he just had to catch and shoot. Almost got it off the glass. 42-32, Ridgeline in the lead here at the end of 3. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
From what's happening in local to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
If I played a bass guitar, I'd hold it down here. Look at this, man. This is how it's done.
Hang on, get this on camera.
You gotta hold a bass guitar below the waist. I'm talking like knees.
Like it's super heavy.
Yeah, and your arms aren't, there is no bend in these elbows.
They're just dead straight. with the cringe in the lip.
You have to. If anybody plays the bass.
What's that called, a feral lip? What is that? What kind of lip is that?
I don't know, but it's angry. When I play the air bass, I play it angry.
Yeah, you do. 10-point lead to start the fourth quarter for the Riverhawks.
Thatcher with the dribble handoff to Brighton Williams, and is stolen away as he tried to make a pass into the sideline. Diego down low to Preston. Preston stuck down there. He's got to be able to get it out. He does. Carson now left side 3-point range. He's going to reset to Cam Blotter.
I have that only the 4th turnover of the game for the Bobcats.
Skip pass to Brenchley. Now to Cam Blotter. Blotter trying to see down there to Carson. Carson patiently waiting. Now got high post area. Down low to Carson. Kick out to Diego. 3 ball by Diego. Short, no good. Rebound grab, Chance Wilson.
Oh my goodness.
Brighton Williams just throws a pass right to Diego, and he steals it. And Brighton Williams then fouls Cam Blotter.
Right in the face.
Right in the face. Right in the
At least he was going for the ball.
And he went and helped him up.
But it's like one of those things where it's like a tomahawk chop. Like you're going for the ball, but you're also coming down on the player when you miss.
The worst part about that from Brighton's perspective is that you just had a turnover too, so you're so angry.
Yeah.
And you're trying to do what you can to get it back.
Well, from what I've been told, he did about the same thing against Jordan Child in the Logan game and got called for a flagrant foul in that situation. These officials, now if that's in the NBA, Dave, and you have review, that's a flagrant one.
You come down like that.
Yeah, because you came down on the head and neck area, and that's the way they protect players. In the high school ranks, it's in live action. You don't have that discretion. However,
3-point shot by Wilson is no good. Cox with the board, he gives it off to Cam Blotter. Cam made that free throw too. Pass outside.
Yeah, he did, because they have a 3-point lead.
Yep. Diego penetrates, can't get the shot up. Cross-court pass to Blotter. He gets it out to Buck Miller. Buck Miller goes down the middle, floater, no good. Rebound, tapped into the corner, saved by Oxborough. They try to trap him, and then Diego comes over and accidentally pops Roll. And Roll is going to be fouled, but it's only the second team foul, I believe, on Ridgeline, so it's just a non-shooting situation. Cam Blotter comes out, and Jagger Frankham comes back in. McCade Roll walking it across half court, picked up by Vasquez. Up top to Thatcher. Kind of hit his foot. He had to go chase it down. He tries a backdoor cut to Oxborough, and somebody had a hand on it.
Somebody got a piece of that one, huh?
Yep, went out of bounds. 45-32 in the fourth quarter here, 6:10 remaining. Inbounds comes to Thatcher. They swing it all the way around the perimeter. Guthrie had inbounded it. He got it in the far corner, brought it into this paint area, and then handed it off. Jump shot no good by Oxborough. Diego down the right side. Makes the pass back up top to Carson. Now they get it down to the mid-post to Jagger. Cross-court pass to Diego. High off the back iron, no good. Jagger fighting, and he's finally fouled. He's just bigger than everyone else, and he's just kept working.
And sometimes that's how Jagger's got to find his offense. He's really good passing out of the post, and he finds Diego, the open guy, but then the missed shot leads to an opportunity for Jagger to go get some of his. He gets an offensive rebound and a foul shot, and makes the first one.
Made the first one. You can get a free network assessment at lesolson.com. Les Olson wanted to help you out with your IT support and services, anything you need IT related. Call Les or check out lesolson.com. And the Cater Shop is your one-stop missionary store. Suits, ties, shirts, belts, and shoes and luggage at the Cater Shop. Jagger gets both free throws. Pushes the lead out to 15. 47-32.
Big guy's got 6.
5:30 remaining. Guthrie drives, goes glass, and scores it.
Yeah, good move there. And Coach Hilliard wants a timeout, but a nice little dribble drive by Guthrie. And then he just stops and gets the separation and softly off the glass.
Points coming at a premium right now for Skyview. That's only their second point, or that's only their first bucket of the fourth quarter.
That's only their first field goal
of the half.
Of the second half.
Yeah,
their 2-point field goal.
In the third quarter, they had 4 threes and 2 free throws, but no 2-point buckets. And that's their first 2-point bucket of the half. D&D Auto and Salvage is Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204.
Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. Looking for a new gas fireplace? Advanced Fireplace and Stove in Logan has great options. Call 752-7272. And Cache Valley Auto Care for your engine maintenance, tires, brakes, oil changes, belts, hoses, and more. Find coupons on their website.
Cache Valley Auto Care was a place to go for engine maintenance.
I already did that one.
Sorry, dude. I was looking at scores.
Cache Valley Daily.
I don't know why they're sending us Dixie scores. I mean, maybe we care right now, but Dixie.
I don't.
It doesn't. Snow Canyon really hasn't showed up in the second half. Dixie's up 53-38, and it was close at the half.
Kind of like this one.
Yeah, for the latest scores, photo galleries, and replays of tonight's game, visit CacheValleyDaily.com or download the new Cache Valley Daily mobile app. Did you do advanced heating and air too?
Yeah.
Wow, you were quick.
Oh.
In the open court, Carson Thatcher is a little too late there coming to try to pick up that pass that Diego caught, and he fouled Diego. Is that only his third? Has he been able to go score that?
He has.
Nope, fourth.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Too early in the game and had to come out and didn't get to play as much in the first half as he'd want to, and then
he's got one more for 5:19. He's probably going to use it here somewhere.
Might as well. You can't take him home. Cam Blotter goes left, gets a screen. Nope, doesn't use the screen from Carson. Down low on the block to Jagger. Goes up and scores it.
And that's what he's got to do right there. He gets is it Chase Wilson?
Chase Wilson, yep.
He gets Chance Wilson on his back.
Chance, yep.
Deep in the paint, and the little drop step is unstoppable.
3-point shot by Guthrie's no good. Rebound tapped by Carson Cox and grabbed by Jagger. Gives it off to Cam, and Cam into the open court. That's a fun matchup between him and Roll. Both very quick. Not big dudes, but they are quick dudes. Diego doing wind sprints on the baseline. Cam gets through. He forces up a shot. Rebound. Wilson falling out of bounds. Gets it to Thatcher, who quickly then gets it to Oxborough. Roll in the open court. Euros. And he finishes up over top of Cox and gets it to go.
And I wish I had the instant replay, because the little 5'9" guard, sophomore, attacks the rim, draws the contact, and then flipped it up. It almost hit the blue pad over there on the far right side of that backboard and spun in, Dave.
Yep. That's a acrobatic shot right there.
He's an athletic little fella, this Roll, as his dad, Troy, played at Utah State for the Aggies years ago.
Yeah, good player. McCade misses his free throw. I think he's got 7 in the game.
Roll?
Yeah, Ridgeline.
Yeah, that's what the board has.
Ridgeline, okay to eat a little clock here. Cam holding. He's on the logo.
Yeah, 13-point lead.
And then a timeout will be called, a 30-second timeout by Coach Day. He's actually kind of chewing his team out a little bit. I guess they were supposed to be in something and nobody was where they were supposed to be. Old Gristmill has locations in Smithfield and Logan and South Logan. Have you tried the amazing breakfast sandwiches at the South Logan and Smithfield locations? Nick's talked about them for years, even before look, this is a Skyview sponsor. We don't usually have these in our game.
But we have one down here. Yeah, that's right. Why aren't they sponsoring
I don't know, because you're their you're their number one customer.
I really am. I walk in there and they say, do you want the Asiago bagel with ham, bacon, sausage?
Brian's got something to show you right here.
What do we got here? Oh, boy. Green Canyon has beaten Logan by 6 with 5:23 to go.
I told you that Coach I didn't tell you, but you and I agree.
Yes, thank you.
That Coach Logan Brown coming back to Logan is always going to be a good game. I mean, his team will be ready to go.
His team's going to be fired up.
Yep.
Well, I says in that matchup, for some reason, I think the underdog always plays well, and
that'd be a big win for Ridgeline if Green Canyon can do that.
Green Canyon quite an underdog there, but what a pass.
Yeah, backside pass to Buckmiller from Cam Blotter, and he takes it all the way to the rim and scores it.
They really stretched that zone that time, and Blotter with the nice pass to Buckmiller on the baseline.
3-point shot by Roll is good. Woo! Quickly coming around a screen, knocks it down.
And the sophomores getting going here in the fourth. Might be a little too late, but they're only down 12 with 3.5 to go.
Diego throws a bullet down to Buckmiller. He handles it, kicks it back out to Cam. Blotter waits.
It was like a 6-foot bullet pass.
Yeah, it was. You better keep your hands up. That'll tattoo a Wilson right on your face. Left side.
Evo, right across the forehead.
Right across the forehead. Cam Blotter, they're just kind of keeping it on the perimeter right now as they're eating away this. 3 seconds, 2 on the shot. Cam will raise, got it. That's a possession you love when you can take it down to 2 seconds and finish it with a three.
Yep.
That's the first person to make a three. Another one by Roll. Got another one to go. The only other person besides Diego now to hit a three is Cam. So there's 3 of them in the ball game for Ridgeline.
Skyview's got to get a stop here. They can't keep exchanging points with Ridgeline if they're going to get back in this game. Still down 12.
I wrote down a 3 for Jagger in the third. Is that right?
No. I don't think so. I don't remember one.
I don't either. We'll see if my stats don't work out. Carson goes up strong, can't get it to go, gets his own board, still can't get it to go. And when Buckmiller was up there getting the board, he tried to just finish it and they fouled him. So Kyson's going to get free throws.
Yeah, and had Carson Cox seen Cam Blotter, Cam had cut from the wing. It was underneath the basket. And had Carson, instead of going up against the contest, dropped it to his little guard, I think they could have had a pretty easy layup. But nonetheless, the fight for the offensive boards goes in favor of Ridgeline, and Buckmiller's on the line, but he misses his first. Lead remains at 12, 54-42 for Ridgeline. 2:20 to go in the fourth.
I think I, for some reason, wrote a 3 down for Jagger when it was a 2.
You may have.
Because the numbers then work out better.
Okay, well, there you go.
Can I skip both of those?
No, just one of 2.
Oh, one of 2, okay.
Yeah, missed the first.
Okay. Kyson comes out of the ball game. I got Kyson with 7 in the game. Roll.
Yep.
Hand off to Guthrie. Guthrie spins in the lane, comes around, jump shot no good, rebound grabbed by Diego.
And again, contest by Jagger Frankham in the middle of the lane, helping his teammates out.
They're going to want him to slow this down again. Shot clock gives them 30 seconds to burn. Last time they got it all the way down, Cam nailed a 3. 20 on the shot now. Minute 50 left. Ridgeline leading by 13, 55-42. Down low to Jagger. Easy.
When he gets that deep in the paint, there's no one in the region that can stop him. And the big guy's got 10.
The first quarter they were still trying to figure out how they wanted to play that 2-3 zone. Missed reverse layup by Mills, goes out of bounds off of Diego. But this second half, they've really picked it apart.
They really have. That last possession, they were kind of in a switch man. They had manned up.
I missed that.
But Jagger getting, he's got Mills just that deep in the paint. But you're right, Dave. The Ridgeline offense, execution-wise, been much better in the second half and much better about getting the ball down deep into the paint.
Guthrie's inbounds was tapped by Cam Blotter but chased down by Roll. Now Roll holds it under his left arm, jab steps right, now comes back to Guthrie. Guthrie, couple big steps down the lane, and he's fouled. I think Preston Brenchley is going to pick one up here. That's going to give Preston at least 3. Yep, he's got 3. And I think every foul he's made has been against Guthrie. Guthrie's first free throw is in and out, no good.
How many points Ridgeline have at half?
25.
So a 28-point half thus far.
I mean, offensively, Nick, the whole ball game hasn't been spectacular.
No.
I mean, 42 points right now for Skyview.
But the second half, like you said, is much better for Ridgeline.
At least from an execution against that zone, I think it's been better. It'll be interesting to see what Coach says as he has brought in his underclassmen here with 1:15 remaining, up 57-43. Good cut by Cooper. Cooper Hall finds Dawson Lowe on the cut. Dawson can't get the shot up, but then he gets trapped in the corner and it's knocked out of his hands. So Dawson Lowe will inbound on the far sideline from the scorer's table. Inbounds it to Harrison Putnam. Putnam, they're going to come from behind and hit him, and they take it away from him. And Roll heads the other direction, tries to get the shot up, can't get it to go. Guthrie does get the shot up. He's also fouled and didn't get the shot to go, so he's going to get 2 free throws. Coach still expects these underclassmen to execute.
You ever worry when you check? I mean, there's only a minute, so I mean, what?
I know, but it feels a little nerve-wracking, huh?
What can possibly go wrong?
A lot would have to go wrong. But
it would be. Skyview just cannot.
Guthrie misses them both.
Just cannot get the ball in the basket.
57-43, 48 seconds remaining. Cooper Hall tries to bounce a tricky pass through to Harrison Putnam, and that one is turned over. You still doing turnovers?
No.
All right.
No.
I gave that up.
Yep.
It seemed like a lot of work, didn't it?
Well, I mean,
actually, Skyview's taking care of the ball.
Right. I have 5 for both teams. I know that's not correct.
No, Ridgeline's up to closer to 10 now. Air ball by Roll. Low throws it away. If that's going to be 10. 3-point shot, no good. Taken by Oxborough. Rebound Low. And that's going to do it as we are under 20 seconds to play here. And Dawson Lowe will just dribble this one out with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Ridgeline's going to get a 57-43 victory here over Skyview. And probably not the most exciting game of the night.
No.
I'm guessing over on that Logan game might be a little bit more exciting. We'll see if we can get an update on that one. Ridgeline wins 57-43. We'll be back for the post-game show in just a moment.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Right.
Ridgeline wins this one 57-43. Just keep that going, Nick. I'll go ahead and give you some stats with the music background. You know how I love it. And we got to wait for the let's go. There it is. Carson Cox with the leading scorer in the ballgame with 17. Didn't score in the fourth quarter. He had 10 in the third. He had 7 at half, so he had 10 more in the third, and he didn't score in the fourth. Preston Brenchley had 9. Kyson Buckmiller had 7. Cam Blotter had 7. Diego Vasquez had 7, and Jagger Frankham had 10. For Skyview, Guthrie was the leading scorer. Liam had 14 points, scored in every quarter. McCade Roll had 13. He's right behind him. Zach Oxborough had 7. All of those came in the first half. I had Easton Mills with 4, Carson Thatcher with 3, and Chance Wilson with 3. Scoring by quarter, Ridgeline was up 11-10 at the end of the first. That was a snoozer. The second quarter was a 14-9 quarter, also not terribly exciting. 25-19 was our halftime score. 18-14 was the edge for Ridgeline in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter outscored Skyview 15-11. So Ridgeline actually won every quarter. Let's talk about our McDonald's players of the game. I'm going to throw out something to you, and you tell me if I'm crazy.
Hang on.
Okay, you're gonna have
you
to
want to think
through
about
this.
it for a minute?
Okay, here I'll give you this in the form of a question. Who is Jagger Frankham? He is your player of the game.
The shot blocker.
I think he had 10.
10?
I bet he had 10 points,
Oh.
which is below his average.
Right.
But he was a difference maker defensively, 100%. He had to have had him 6 blocks.
So what the answer is, what is your player of the game?
Yeah,
If we're playing
if we're
Jeopardy.
playing Jeopardy.
Who is Jagger Frankham?
Yeah.
What is your player of the game?
Who is
What is?
the Ridgeline player of the game?
What is?
Who is
It's what
Jagger
is?
Frankham?
Yes, and the answer is, what is your Ridgeline player of the game?
Well, wouldn't you say who is your Ridgeline player
No,
of the
that's
game?
the question.
Okay, so you say it like this.
So you're saying
the
what
Ridgeline
he
player of the
is.
game on Friday night. Who is Jagger Frankham?
Oh, you're asking me a question.
No, I'm not.
You're making a statement.
My statement is,
who is Jagger Frankham?
The Ridgeline player of the game.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to talk through this later, off air. But hey, do you think am I out in left field on that?
No, not at all.
I mean, Carson had 17 points.
I 100% agree with exactly what you nominated Jagger Frankham for, because of the type of defense he played out there tonight. 10 points, probably 6 to 8 rebounds, but probably 6 to 8 blocks.
He may have double-digit rebounds. He may. It could be close. I mean, I bet you if he's not in double-digit rebounds, he's going to be around that 7 or 8. I bet you he's a couple rebounds and about 4 block shots away from a triple-double. I mean, that's a pretty solid line.
It is.
I feel very good about giving our player of the game on the Ridgeline side to Jagger Frankham. Now let's talk about the Skyview side.
I got to go with sophomore Zach Oxborough. How many did he not score in the second half?
Mm-mm.
So Liam Guthrie probably, and
Guthrie,
I'm
I
sure
thought
he's had a
Guthrie-
handful of them.
Maybe.
No. I'm going to stop right there.
You're going to go McCade Roll.
I'm going to go McCade Roll.
I think that Guthrie had the pedal to the metal almost the whole game. He was really, really working hard to try to get in there. He was going up against some big old dudes. And Guthrie goes 6'3", but he was looking down the barrel of Kyson and Carson. And if you get past those guys, you got Jagger on the backside. I thought that he played very, very hard.
How many did he have?
14. He had more than he was our leading scorer. Now McCade Roll had only 2 at the half, and then he had his other 11 in the second half, and he was aggressive in the second half. But I think the player that was aggressive and really going hard the whole game consistently was Liam Guthrie. You good?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with number 4, Liam Guthrie.
The only players of the game that I like to give are to the Bear River team when we don't have to give them.
I know, you really enjoyed that one. Really enjoyed that one. Nikolai, we have a close one going on over at Logan.
Yes, we do. Hey, who won the Logan game?
It's not over.
It's not over? What's the score over there?
54-55 is what I just had.
4-point lead, 46 seconds to go in the fourth.
4-point lead for Green Canyon. All right.
So that one.
You know what just happened, just so you know? All of our listeners just turned the station and went over to that Green Canyon
Well,
game.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
They probably kept the audio here going, went to the stream there just to watch what happens.
Whoa. Speaking of watch what happens.
Oh, my.
Good grief.
Senior night. It's senior night.
You know, here's what we need to do.
Jeez.
Here's what I'm doing.
What are you doing? We only
got
have
a
4
handheld
spots.
mic. I got a handheld mic in here.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do, boys. I got 35 Ridgeline Riverhawks. It's a nest full of Riverhawks up here.
We got 6 seniors.
It's a flock of them. We got a flock of hawks up here.
It's a gaggle.
It's a gaggle of hawks up here. It's just, I mean, where does
chaos.
Where does the
We
guy
got
start?
Griffey over there. He wants interviewed.
Watch, we'll go straight to Griff. All right, let's see. Test.
Yep, I can hear it.
All right, okay, here we go. We'll go straight with Griff and we'll go Preston.
P.
Brenchley. First of all, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah, we're fine.
Remember when you told your brothers you were the best free throw shooter in the family?
You've come down to their level.
Yeah, I know.
You went 3 for 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
so
boy.
you know what? Hey, you iced a game a while back. You can miss a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll bounce back.
Do you guys want to know what's going on? Why Coach is over there?
What's going on?
Green Canyon is up 5-4 on Logan right now. Under a minute to play.
Seconds.
Under a minute to play. So
Wow.
we'll see what happens. That could be a gift for you boys. I don't know how we're going to get through everybody, so let's do
We'll
this.
just kind of move it along. Let's just
Okay.
let's go to Carson. So you got a question for
First of all,
Preston.
raise your hand if you've been asked to the next dance.
I don't even know.
yeah.
Oh,
All right, we'll talk to
Two
some of
of
these
them.
boys about that. Then.
Raise
They
your
probably shouldn't have
hand if
raised
your
their-
Call of Duty KD is over 1.5.
Raise your hand if you even know what that means. I have no idea what you just said. The words that came out
Go
of your
for
mouth.
P-Pitch.
Okay, you're going to have to put that up to your mouth. Okay, Preston.
Yeah.
What was the main goal in this game on the whiteboard? You had to have, those whiteboard things like we have to do X, we have to do Y. We have to do- What was the number one thing up
Well,
there?
it's the same three things every time. We got to rebound, we got to get out and run, and we got to have fun. So
okay,
our two main things I would say is rebound and run, and I think we did that all right throughout the game.
There were a couple
Wasn't the best, but
Yeah,
we
I
did
mean,
all
you
right.
ran.
Yeah.
That 2-3 zone can be a little tricky at first. I thought the first quarter, look, I'm going to be honest with him.
Sure.
I thought the first quarter was a snoozer.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting there thinking, when things are going to get going.
Yeah, like when's Carson going to get wiped out at half court here?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
When's this happening?
Yeah. But you guys seem to figure that out and were able to run on that. What was the difference in figuring out that 2-3 zone?
What did you say?
What was the
Sorry?
difference in figuring out that 2-3 zone? What were you able to do?
I mean, at the start, we started shooting threes. We're really attacking the basket. We're really getting down in the post. But once we started hitting our high-low action with Jag and Carson, Kai, getting our big guys involved, we really started taking off.
Yeah, you cracked that thing right open. And because we're gonna have to talk to everybody, we'll not give you too many questions. But this is your last home game of your senior season. That seems crazy.
Yeah, it's
doesn't it?
crazy.
What are your plans after high school?
I mean, I'm definitely going on a mission here in a bit. Just almost done with my papers. Just got to go to the doctor, and then it's done. Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be on a mission here in a bit.
These calls are going to start coming in awfully quick.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. Good dub
Thank you.
tonight.
Thanks,
Pass
guys.
that down to Cars.
Carson, are you sore?
Just a little bit.
A little bit sore. I heard you got a mouse in your calf. And your
Yeah, it was
calf's
pretty bad. I
hurting.
couldn't even walk yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't practice yesterday, did you?
No.
How do you feel right now?
Feel pretty good. It's once I get it warmed up, then it's fine.
You really established yourself in the third quarter. What was it that kind of got you going there in the third? You had 10 points.
My shot wasn't falling, so I just decided to stick around the rim, get some layups.
Just started big boying people.
You got to keep going with Cars because I'm looking up a picture for Cam.
It's the Wolverine. No, it's the Wolverine. Don't worry. It's
Don't
a good
worry.
pick.
It's going to be good. You're going to enjoy this.
Well, Carson, I'm going to ask you the same question that Dave asked Preston. What are your plans after this season? Your senior season's over with.
Go on a mission, then go play football at BYU.
Put on about 45 pounds of muscle and play football.
Yeah.
Tight end, right? They want you to come play tight end for him.
Yep.
Well, that'll be pretty cool. You and Caden will cross over what? His last 2 years, your first 2 years?
Yeah, his last 2 years, and then my first 2 years.
Okay, so his junior and senior year will be your freshman and sophomore season.
But
at BYU.
are you trying to wait and see Caden before you leave? Are you trying?
Yeah, no, I'll wait until Caden gets home, and then probably try to leave like end of July. Caden I think he's planning on getting home in June sometime. So then try to wait till like end of July to leave or something.
Cool.
Congratulations on a great
nice job.
football game. Kate, as a team, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You are not wrong.
Right? Am I wrong on the
he's
hairdo?
showing the boys the
yeah, that's
the
absolutely
Wolverine
correct, right?
hairdo that looks just like Cam Waters.
I mean, all you need is the blades on your. Pass it over to Cam. All you need.
Good job, Carson.
All you need. What did he say?
He said thank you.
Oh, okay.
He's a very polite young man.
He is very polite. Thought he was doing shout-outs to the ladies.
No?
Yeah, you're good. Thanks, guys. Cam, you just need some blades coming out of your.
Yeah.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Well, let's just call him
That'd
the
be sick.
Wolverine. Yeah, no problem. Hey, did you get yelled at tonight at all?
No, it was pretty calm tonight.
Yeah, there was no somebody here to yell at you.
No, I'm talking from his
coaches.
Oh, well,
His
yeah,
coach
that too.
Periodically,
I kind of figured it out in the second half. I calmed it down a little bit.
Hey, the heater that you threw to Brenchley, he's got to catch that.
That was through his hands. He got mad at me.
Right through there.
Throw him the heater.
Eric always says it's on the passer, so got to make better passes.
Throw him open.
That guy's thrown some passes in his day, and I'm going to say he would know.
Yep, that's true.
So what was so at halftime? I asked these guys what the kind of the goals were beginning of the game. What adjustments were made at halftime?
I think we just need to slow it down. First half we were getting shots like early in the shot clock. Then in the second half we were slowing it down, making simple passes, just working inside out or just using our height advantage.
It doesn't feel like the style of game you guys want to play. When they play 2-3 zone, it just kind of puts the brakes
Slows
on
it down, yep.
And you end up having a 57-43 ball game. But it shows shows the moxie of a team when you guys can play in maybe a different type of style than you want to and figure out how to get the dub. Shots weren't going from the outside, but it seemed to look like you guys figured out how to pick away at that 2-3 zone.
Yep. It was good.
Was it mostly the high-low you were looking at, or were you going short corner first?
Yeah, high-low, looking underneath the zone, working on the backside.
Yeah.
That was open, we noticed, but yeah, high-low mostly.
What are your plans after this?
Serve a mission, then go to college.
Well, I mean, that's
your mom goes
steps.
to college.
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
I couldn't.
You just couldn't help yourself. Okay. Well, those are good plans. Papers
really
in?
Good.
Papers done? Anything like that?
Yeah, my papers are done. I got a meeting with my dad, then stake president this week.
Your dad?
Yep.
You got to meet with the bishop.
That's my dad.
I don't know. That seems a little sus.
That's sus.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna tell your dad you've been smooching it up? You gonna tell him how you got mono? All right. And her dad's right here.
The Mount Crest fans know how he got mono.
I know they do. They said it nice and loud. Pass it on, Cam.
Thank you.
Pass it on.
Get this over with.
This is. Didn't you say something about a clown show the other day?
The best Call of Duty player right now on the team.
Is this true?
Kyson Buckner.
Are you a big Call of Duty guy?
I've been told he's a sweat.
What does that mean?
Nick doesn't want to play it against me.
No,
really?
I want to just play with him. I'm not looking to go 1v1 here. I just want to be his teammate.
I don't understand a word that's come out of your guys' mouth.
Ask him a basketball
Let's
question.
talk about basketball. Didn't get quite as many three-point looks for you tonight as you did the other. By the way, we give you our player of the game last ball game. You played very well. Played very well in that last ball game.
Thank you.
No, last game.
Okay, right.
Tonight that didn't really present itself as much for you, but you're starting to find some stuff down on that in the short corner on the baseline. Is that something you guys had to make an adjustment for at halftime? Because I didn't see a ton of it in the first half.
First half, no, we were mainly just looking at our normal zone action. Second half, we came out with kind of a new look, a focus on reading the backside of the defense, as they would usually just collapse on our big, and so backside was just there. And we focused on that a lot more. That's where we got most of our points.
Defensively, I thought you guys did a really good job too. Was there any player in particular that you were making sure to keep an eye on, or was it just a matter of staying solid?
I mean, we knew who the shooters were. I mean, obviously, we gave up a few crucial threes there at the end. They got hot. I feel like Skyview's a really good three-point shooting team. We just had to contest everybody, I felt like. That was the game plan originally.
Yeah, they're solid. They're just obviously missing a couple dudes that would have made a big difference for them on the season. But you guys did what you needed to do and come in and get that win. So far, the team is in a good spot right now as far as where you're at, first place in the region. And what's the saying they say? You hold your own destiny in your own hands,
yes,
control your own
yeah.
thing. So the team has to be feeling pretty good right now. Is that how locker room's good right now? I imagine.
Yeah, good vibes in the locker room. Everyone's pretty stoked about tonight. Good win, team win. So yeah.
It's awesome. What's your plans after this season?
My plans, I'm also going to be serving a mission. I've applied for as much college as I can, and we'll see what happens after that when I get home.
I'm so excited to start hearing where these dudes are going. A year from now, they're going to be all over the world.
All over the world.
Such a cool thing.
Eating all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah, weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
I got a kid eating caterpillars and bugs right now. Congratulations, Kais, on a great game.
Thank
and a
you.
good
Nice
season
job.
so far. Hey, though, we're not going to stop as far as the season goes.
Nope. We got a lot of ball games
This
to play.
seems like a bit of a celebration right now.
Well, senior night, it's the last regular season home game.
But we're still focused.
Right. We got
Right,
2
Diego?
road games.
Got some focus going
Well,
on.
it's the only guy that could throw it in the ocean.
From beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc here tonight, Diego.
There was one point where somebody shot a 3 and Nick said, "Don't shoot anymore, just give it to Diego."
It was Preston. Good shoot, Nick. Get it to
Give
Diego,
it to
if you're
Diego.
going to shoot a 3.
Well, Diego, you are kind of that floor spreader, and it's a good skill to have to be able to knock that
luxury
thing.
to have.
That's without you tonight. I mean, I might as well just put everybody in the paint and play
Yep.
defense that way. It was presenting itself for you though, right? You had some open looks out there.
Yeah, I felt open, so I just kept shooting. And I'm always confident in my 3-pointers, but I can also drive too.
Yeah, the whole team has pretty good handles, and that's a big part. I don't think people quite understand the importance of ball handling. I mean, if you can go right or you can go left and create not only a shot for yourself but for your teammate, it's such a big deal. As far as this particular game was concerned, did you feel like the pace was slow, or is it just me and Nick up here?
Say that again?
Did you feel like the pace of this game seemed slow, or was it what you were expecting? Nick and I thought it was a bit of a slow-paced game. What did you guys feel?
Yeah, I mean, it felt a little different. I mean, like, coming in, like, it's senior night and everything, and so, I mean, it felt a little different, but it just was a little slower, but then it got better in the second half.
Is it hard to stay patient, though? Because against a zone like that, to me, man, I'm launching. I'm
just chucking.
It's such an easy thing to do. You can get that shot anytime, but to be able to be disciplined and find those high post looks or find that short corner look has to be something a little bit difficult. Did you find that difficult at all, or is it just play within the system?
Well, I mean, in zone, like, we find ourselves a lot open, but we want not just like a good shot, we want like the best shot we can get as a team. And so I think going to the rim was just better for everybody because our shots weren't going as much from deep, but from going to the rim, it's really good.
Yeah. Now, you've been on was it a soccer recruiting trip recently?
Yeah, it was like, it's called ODP.
What does that mean?
It's called the Olympic Development Program.
Wow.
So yeah, they pick like the top 18 from the West to go down into Florida, and then we play against like teams from East and Midwest.
Wow.
And then they pick like the top 18 to go to Costa Rica, and then I made the national team for ODP.
You did? You're one of those top 18?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's a soccer guy.
Yeah, well then that's got to be your plans after graduation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. I mean, when the dude goes away for a couple basketball games, you better be going for something like that.
You better be good. It shouldn't be
you don't go to McDonald's and miss the game, you know? I mean, I would. I don't do extreme things. I do my own thing.
This is what I want you to do. College soccer.
Yep.
MSL for one or two.
MLS. I mean, let's say it right.
Whatever it's called. 1 or 2 years. Transition into the NFL. Did you see that NFL kicker that came from the MLS?
No.
He was buckets, and he could bomb it. I can't remember whose kicker he was. It's Dallas Cowboys. He's a Cowboys kicker. And
Well,
he came,
I mean, it's an idea.
He never played a snap of football in his life until playing in the NFL. Well, he played in like the U.S. Football League or whatever it's called. And he's the kicker for the Cowboys now. He bombs the ball.
It's like those rugby guys that are punters that come over from Australia.
Yeah, kind of, but the soccer player.
Okay.
So
well, I think you
there
can
you
do
go.
whatever you
In the
want,
NFL.
Diego. We're excited. And so
I wanna
soccer
see your
season
name
for
in the NFL.
Ridgeline, I'm assuming you're going to play for the high school team, right?
Yeah, I will.
Sometimes those kids play just their club stuff, but it'll be fun to watch you play soccer.
Yep, thank you.
Congratulations on a great season so far. Do not lose focus. We got a few more games to win.
we will.
Let me see what we got.
Thank you.
Good job, Diego.
We got 6.
Pass this one down to
Six more
games to win it all.
6 more games, right?
You got 6 more games in you to win it. You got to win 6 more games.
You got to win 6, right? We got to win 2 region, and then you got second round, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. 6 more games.
You got 6 more
6
in you,
is
right?
good.
Yeah,
I can do 6.
Let's
All
do
right.
6. Jagger
All
can
right.
do 6. I can do 6.
This is our player of the game.
Yeah, we went with Jag, and Jag, it wasn't
Really?
it wasn't your, obviously you didn't score your average. You had 10, but dude, you must have had. I'm excited to see the stats because I bet you had 6 or 7 blocks. And I bet you had close to double-digit
We
rebounds.
were thinking you were close to a triple-double with rebounds and blocks, which is the unconventional way to get it. But you probably didn't quite get there with blocks. But a really good job on the defensive side, and especially as a help defender. I mean, I don't know what it is, but your help defense is probably the best that I've seen since Peyton Knowles.
Yeah.
You know, and Peyton was one of the best help defenders. So what is it about, what are you seeing out there defensively that allows you to come over and give that support to your teammates?
Just noticing, like, when the offender has just a slight step on our defender, because sure, our defenders are fast enough to get back in front, but it's just like whether or not they're going to try and rise up or shoot over them. And I just try and get there and put my hands straight up so I'm not picking up any unnecessary fouls.
Stinking imaginary fouls.
I still pick up unnecessary fouls. But
some of them are mystery fouls. We're going to grant you that. That type of defense that they like to play, that 2-3 zone, do you enjoy that type of defense, or would you prefer man?
Personally, I prefer man just so that I can really get it in the post and just go to work, but also I get doubled a fair amount in man, so I guess just zone requires a lot more passing and teamwork than man does. Not saying man doesn't, but it's just being able to move the ball quickly so that we can find the right guy to shoot the shot, like a good shot.
Kind of tactical stuff when you really precision stuff when you're dealing against the zone. And you and Carson really did that well in that. You had a bunch of assists too. I think he had a handful of assists. Is it possible he could have had a
quadruple double?
No.
That only happens.
A 5x5. Have you ever heard of
5x5?
Yeah,
what?
Karolinko did it.
That's like
and Hakeem Olajuwon has done it.
Chinese rice patty.
I don't think it is.
It is a turkey, a golden sombrero, and a Chinese rice patty is 5 for 5. When you strike out 5 times in baseball, it's a Chinese rice patty.
We had 4
when you
as a
have
Mexican,
5 birdies.
Sombrero.
Yes, a golden sombrero.
A golden sombrero.
And a Chinese rice patty.
Yeah,
so if you
these guys now have no idea what we're talking about.
If you have 5, if you go 5.
Okay, so
double.
I bet he had 5 points. I bet he had at least 5 rebounds.
Okay.
At least 5 blocks. He might have had 5 assists. What else would we need?
Steals. Probably not.
Not quite.
Close.
I mean, if Coach breaks down this film and sees you got a fingernail on something, we're going to give it to you. But no, so that's a stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah,
I mean that's an excellent ball game.
Fantasy player of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And McDonald's.
Yeah, and Nick had all sorts of money on you tonight too. So, what's your plans after high school?
I'm looking at some basketball offers. I got a few looking, so some D1s, some JUCOs, D2s, stuff like that. Looking around to see what the best option is for me, and just deciding after the season, of course, and being able to get out my highlight reel and look my best.
Yep, some of those times you just got to put together the stuff and send it out, and hopefully you'll get some good opportunities.
Hopefully someone sees it.
With your touch and the size you got, and you should be playing somewhere, that's for sure.
6 more games.
6 more games. You stay focused, like blinders, just like this, all right? We got this. Locked in. Congratulations, Jagger.
Good job, Jagger.
Yep, good job. That's our player of the game, Jagger Frankham. Are you agreeing with that, Coach?
I love it. I thought he did a bunch of really good things and did tough things for us and went really, as we kind of after halftime came out and really kind of started to break the zone a little bit. It was in large part because he's a threat at the high post and then making really good passes, and Carson just cleaned up a lot of stuff along the baseline. So.
And there was a time I was mad at him in the first quarter because he came to the high post, he caught the ball, and he never turned and faced.
And we talk about that
passed,
in practice. You know, every time we go against zone, one of the things is you catch the ball, first thing, you're a threat. Second thing, look at the other big. Third thing, you got opposite kickouts.
Yep.
And then, you know, when we do it like that, right, even when we get to the third thing, then you get Diego's 3 on the wing in the second half that goes in, right? And playing zone offense is just being a basketball player most of the time, right? You can have sets, you can have cute stuff, but most of the time it's about being a basketball player. And so Jagger did really good things. Carson was really good cleaning stuff up along the baseline tonight. And then, you know, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight. I think we only made 3 threes, if I'm not mistaken. But we did the good tough things. I think
did the dirty work a little bit.
We're methodical tonight throughout the night.
For sure.
That's a pace though that you can get frustrated.
Yeah.
You know, and one of us said something about, I think it was around halftime or right after halftime. You let a team stick around and give them some hope. You know, weird things can happen. And I think the game plan on Skyview's side was slow it down. Just don't let them take it take the score up to something that we can't handle sticking with. So you guys had to be tactical in that offense and make sure you got good possessions.
Yeah, and I think they're a good offensive basketball team. They got good offensive basketball players. Our guys did a good job communicating and using length. A few of the threes that they got off the bounce were times that our hands were just by our sides. We were in the right position, but our hands were in the right place. And so later on in the game, or for a long stretch, we did a really good job tracing the ball. That's what we kind of coach them and teach them. And it just makes people more uncomfortable, right? You have somebody doing this to you, as you're kind of trying to shoot. Right at the end, Roll got off a couple off-ball screens and then came up and hit shots. And I mean, they're good players. They're going to make shots. But I was really pleased with the defensive effort throughout the evening. And the guys did well, right? The energy in here wasn't great tonight, but the kids did well.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I didn't really even see any Skyview students at all. So I'm
maybe that's part of it, right?
Yep, that's unfortunate. But your guys are in a really good spot right now, as Logan did end up losing to Green Canyon. How do you, as a coach, how do you make sure that they don't lose a little bit of urgency with the next couple
I'm not
games?
worried about that with these guys. They have a lot of personal pride. I mean, we're going to go to Mountain Crest. That game's going to have a lot of meaning no matter what. And that's the next thing that's on their mind right now, right? And they've done a really good job, I think, since really the Bear River game of just saying, you know what, we got to take the next thing that's in front of us, right? And we got to go take care of business in that game. And at Mountain Crest, it's going to be an absolute battle, right? It's going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It was a battle here, and at their place, they've gotten some big wins out there. And so we have to be fully prepared, locked in, ready to go. And the boys know that. I think they'll be on point.
Ready to go. Coach, what are you going to do after this season?
Teach math.
Yeah, teach math, and try to get, help kids become better little human beings.
Did you know that Coach is a baker?
No.
Yeah, he's got skills.
You bake?
I like to bake, yeah.
Like a pie?
Yeah. Yeah, pie's not my favorite thing anymore. Yeah, I'll get some fancy cakes, some 3-layer cakes in there for you and stuff like that. I watch a lot of the Great British Baking Show, and I've replicated a few of those recipes.
Okay, so I want to know, what's your number one entree?
Entree.
I mean,
your go-to.
If you're preparing a meal for me, I'm coming to your home to be fed and impressed with your baking skills. What are you laying out on the table?
You want dinner first? Or you just want dessert? You coming over for
No, I'm coming over
duck à l'orange or something?
That's what I want to know. I want to know what's the main course.
Bake is pastry type stuff. It's cakes and
baking
cookies.
Part, I'm going to make some artisan bread for you. Right? Get a little bit of
some.
Now we're talking.
I mean, if you can, I don't know about your constitution here, Nick, but if you can
I'm a garbage disposal. I'll eat anything.
Well,
I'll plug right up, but I'm still going to eat it.
Some jalapeno cheddar artisan bread, right?
Yeah.
Get some nice crusty bread in
You
there.
keep talking, Coach.
Right?
Okay.
And maybe, the main dish after that, right? I get the impression you're a red meat sort of guy, so right? So
look at him. I mean, look at him.
What tells you that?
Besides a T-shirt that says "I am red
drawing my slur." What would tell you that?
We can do some filet Oscar, right? Get some béarnaise sauce going on there.
I don't know what that is. Sounds
I'm
awesome.
so hungry right now.
So
we're cooking some red meat.
Yeah, we'll roast some vegetables in there. That way, my wife will be happy with us.
Can we deep fry something at some point?
Maybe
Isn't that bacon?
Yeah. Fry some bacon, throw it in with some Brussels sprouts and some Parmesan. Right?
Perfect.
There we go.
And then now,
we're
dessert.
Then we're gonna finish with. I mean, probably my favorite thing to make is there's this Vermont maple pecan cake that I make. It's got a cream cheese frosting, and it's
you see what I mean?
It's quite the thing.
You thought I made that up, didn't you?
Now I bake at the holidays and then after basketball season.
Yeah, so you're not making anything during this
tomorrow morning.
I'm
having
go on.
Some store-bought toast, some.
I mean, too much of that stuff will put you in a coma.
Yeah.
I mean, you make 3 pancakes and I'm down for an hour.
I spent some time in Chicago, and one thing about Chicago is the locals don't eat deep dish pizza in Chicago, right? Because you can't do that on a regular basis. They eat thin crust pizza most of the time. Then when people visit, then you go
for the Chicago stuff.
You can't do it on an everyday basis.
Well, if
right?
you're
Same
ever
process.
at Disney World and you go to Epcot,
I've been
go
there
to
before.
Norway and get you some school bread.
Really?
Oh.
Tell you what,
phenomenal.
I'm the sort of guy that Epcot's my favorite part of
the
Disney
food-
World because there's a food.
They're not going to invite you
everywhere.
back.
There's food everywhere.
They're not going to invite us back if we go
Oh,
to
they'll
Epcot.
invite you back because you'll spend about $150 on food.
Oh, yeah, it's not an all you don't get. It's the buffets that don't invite
It's
you
not
back.
all inclusive, bud.
They ought to do an all-inclusive Epcot package. We'd put them out of business.
That'd be
$2,500.
They'd get their money's worth.
Coach, congratulations.
boy.
Go make yourself a souffle, and we'll come back next Wednesday night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks,
Good job, Coach.
That's Coach Kyle Day. I mean, we've had some long post games.
Food.
Yeah. I'm more of a smoked meat kind of guy.
Are you?
I'll smoke a buckle and make it taste good. It'll be delicious.
The description of his 5-course meal is spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean,
my mouth's
I
watering.
would just punish everything that he put in front of me.
Yeah, and be prone by
And
the
it'd
end of
be
the
gone.
night. I've had meat nights before with some friends where I'm prone I have to lay down.
You ever had the meat sweats?
Oh, I mean, that's like easy. Prone is sweaty and laying down. You have to stay down. And that's the way I do it. I don't mess around when it comes to meat night. We brought a scale in one time and weighed before and after, and it was double digits. You heard me.
What?
We weighed in before meat night. We weighed in after meat
and
night.
You gained more
and
than 10?
I'm pretty sure it was double digits.
Oh, my gosh.
You sleep that off and feel great the next morning when you go to Planet Fitness and don't do your. That's extreme things, Nick. I do extreme things. I don't do. I don't do extreme things. I do my own
double
thing.
digits.
You can work that off. It doesn't take long.
No, it takes long.
Not the way I do it.
It calcifies. Not the way
Not the way I do it. I got some methods.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, hang on real quick. That group of senior boys, and I got to say this about the entire class because I coached them in football, and Trey Purser came up and visited with us. These 6 boys that are, on this basketball team, and just the whole group of them, your kid, Griffey, they're such a good group of boys. I am very impressed with how they handle themselves, the plans they have for after their school season and sport season and school year is over with. Just, I am more and more impressed the more I get to know them and the more I'm around them. Just a great group of boys. The way they treat each other, the way they behave in class, the grades that they get. I can't say enough good things about this senior class.
Susie and I have been super, super pleased and we feel very, very fortunate that our sons have had such great groups of friends to be around. So far, 2 for 2 on the high school with Stratton and Griffey, both great groups of kids.
Those. Yeah, you've
great
been
groups of
lucky
kids.
With both here. I'm just fortunate enough to have a daughter that's associated with these boys.
And you know that when she's dating any of these guys, everything should be good. I got a last son that's coming through, and we'll just have to make sure.
We'll put the pause button on that one.
Yeah,
see how
we'll
that
wait.
pans
We'll see how
out,
it goes out.
Well, did you announce the Bear River beat Mount Crest 63-51?
No, they did. I didn't see that.
So Ridgeline distancing themselves even more from the rest of the pack of region, as it really has got a traffic jam there in the middle of region play as Logan drops to 4-2.
No, they'll be 5-3. Logan goes to 5-3
because they lost to us.
This is updated right here, except for not for tonight. So they go to 5-3.
So who was Logan's other loss? Oh yeah, Mount Crest beat them. Yep. Mount Crest beat them at Mount Crest. So 5-3. So if Ridgeline beats Mount Crest, Ridgeline wins the region title.
Yeah, I mean, you win it by winning on.
If you win at Mount Crest, you
Wednesday
win the region title. Yep.
It doesn't really matter what happens at Logan. But just like Coach just said, these kids are going to go. He doesn't really have to worry about effort, but there's a pride thing there. I mean, you're not going to go to Logan and just say, we've got the region title. You're going to go win. You're going to try to win.
Well, it all boils down to the RPI. You want the best RPI ranking you can get. I mean, to me, Layton Christian, Dixie, Ridgeline. It's a 3-way dogfight going to be down there at UVU, and it can be anybody's ball game.
But I think that Logan, Bear River. I think
they can cause
go
problems.
beat people.
Absolutely, they can.
And I look at those other regions, and I'm not seeing anybody.
You're not impressed?
Well, Cottonwood is 10-0 in their region, but we beat them. We played Cottonwood and beat them.
Yeah, down at the Walker Classic in St. George. And now they're ranked like 6th or 7th in the RPI, somewhere in there. And then I think the South region's
but
just
then after
Dixie.
them, it goes down to 7-2 and 6-3. I mean, to me, you're right. But Dixie is throttling everybody. So either Dixie's really good and everybody else is really bad.
I think Dixie's really good.
I think they're really good too. But
I think Layton Christian is really good too. I'm excited to watch all the matchups down there at UVU, as I'm going to be I might as well go eat a platter of meat and then just go prone on the UVU baseline, because I'm going to be there all day watching basketball.
That's so much fun to go do that.
Yep.
Layton Christian is 21-3 on the season, 8-1 in region. Provo is 7-2, and Provo usually puts a pretty good product out there too. So this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good
coming
time.
Coming down to the state championship or tournament, I should say. Well, Nikolai, that's been one of our longest broadcasts ever. But as you said, you can't think of anything else anybody else would want to do with their time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for listen to you. Ridgeline wins this one 57-43 for every senior on that team, and for Coach Kyle Day, and for the Patriot Nick Zollinger. I'm Dave Simmons. Have a pleasant weekend, everyone.
This Ridgeline Riverhawks broadcast has been a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Castelite, Napa Auto Parts, Planet Fitness, DD Auto Salvage, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson Company, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, The Cater Shop, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.